What's up everyone, welcome back. Today, I am doing another huge guide. But this time we're doing it a bit differently. Because this time I'm not showing you what huges you can easily get. This time I am showing you basically every huge that you can get at the moment and their odds. So you yourself can decide which ones you want to go for. Let's get straight into that. But before this, let's do the giveaways. First of all, actually a lot of people sent me things, some to keep, some to give away. So let's first look into this. Alright, so Nabrops sent me a huge basket bunny to give away. And I will definitely give that one away. Thank you so much, or maybe you guys can say thank you to Nabrops for basically funding the next giveaway, which is the huge basket bunny. Thank you so much, Nabrops, I really appreciate it. Now the next one is from Bilzy. Alright, he sent me enchant essence, probably just to say thank you for the huge because he won a giveaway. And another one, can I add him? Yes, I will add him. Thank you for the rainbow flags. Alright, so the next one is from Nidals1235. He's saying I'm an underrated creator. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And he's sending me 200k gems. Thank you, sir. Good luck on 1k subs. Thank you. I'm really grinding towards that. And another 50k. And you want to help in future videos? Oh, really? I mean, you can definitely join their Discord server and like in there we can talk. You can contact me over Discord, maybe also over email, but we can definitely see what we can do together. And another 80k gems. Thank you. Now the next one is from Jesse Desi. They are giving me a huge, I suppose, for a giveaway, and it is the huge evil raven. Thank you. They're actually giving several. Another huge evil raven and another huge evil raven. So these three are going to you guys. Say thank you to Jesse Desi in the comments. Alright, so I claimed it. And the next one is again from Nidals. And they just saw my new video, which just came out when I'm filming this, like it came out an hour ago. And he gave me 1,000,000 gems, and thank you for messaging me. And the next one is from Ninjago123Ninja. Alright, so he says that I should read the message he sent in my last video. I will check in the history if he sent me something. Or maybe he meant a comment, I'm not sure. And he actually gave me a huge exclusive raven, which I suppose is to give away. But thank you, Ninjago123Ninja. By the way, what ninja is your favorite from Ninjago? Mine is definitely Jay. And another one from Nidals. He's my only Roblox follower. Well, thank you for following me on Roblox as well. So I just checked my comments, and I'm sorry, Ninja, I couldn't find the message or the comment. Maybe you could join Discord and tell me there again. I really apologize, but if you do, I will definitely read the message in the next video. Alright, and now the part that you were actually waiting for. Me giving away things to you guys. And this time I actually saw that 65 people qualified for the huge giveaway, which is insane. So this time we're also giving away 5 huges at least. So the very first huge we're giving away is the huge ooze cat. And I'm going to spin the spinny wheel 5 times and give away 5 huges right now. So let's get straight into that. Alright, and the first huge goes to Cap Backup 67. 67, guys, 67. Alright. And congrats on winning the first huge. Now let's send this. Here we go. Let's press this one. And yes. The next one is a huge stingray going to Bobnan866. Congratulations. Let's send it. Here we go. Yes. Now let's give away one of the huge evil ravens that we just received. And this huge goes to King Slime 3601. Congrats! Alright, let's send this as well. There we go. Come on. Yes. Always having to click through every yes. And now we're giving away the huge basket bunny. The rainbow huge basket bunny. Thank you again so much for the donation. I really appreciate it, and I hope the person who gets it also really does. Let's give this one away. Green Shark the Best 15. Congratulations for getting the rainbow huge basket bunny. And let's send this one. Yes, and yes. Alright, I actually miscalculated. I only sent out 4, so this is the 5th one. The huge ooze axolotl. Let's send it to Mario Bro 2706. Alright, let's send it. Yes again. And this is the last yes. There we go. Alright, thank you guys so much for your support. Obviously, we're doing another giveaway. And I'm not actually going to say how many pets we give away, because it all depends on how many people actually subscribe, comment, and like the video. So if you want your chances of receiving a huge going up, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, obviously search for the code word somewhere in the video, write that into the comments as well as your username, and then you have a chance of actually receiving one of the huges. Good luck and have fun with the video. So the first huge that we're actually going to talk about is in area number 5, or well, it's next to area number 5. This is the entrance to the trading plaza, and here you can spin the wheel to have a chance of getting the jackpot prize, which is this propeller cat. Now, the thing is, right now, the cat is not on the spinning wheel. If you rejoin the server, you have a 1 in 1000 or a 0.1% chance of the cat actually spawning on the spinning wheel, and then you have another 1% chance to actually receive the huge propeller cat. This means that you technically have a 1 in 100,000 chance of actually getting the cat. But obviously, if you always rejoin and find servers with the cat on here, which is quite unlikely, I mean 1 in 1000, you obviously have a 1 in 100 chance. Now this obviously costs a ticket, and you can also like kind of use this ticket, like I'm using one right now. And then the spinny wheel refreshes, so I'm getting this, okay, thank you. And now I got a new spinny wheel, but still no cat, because the odds are obviously still 1 in 1000, which is insanely rare. Now the thing here is, I didn't talk about this in my other videos, because obviously these tickets cost something, and it is just cheaper to buy this cat, to be honest. That's what I think. Obviously you can try to gamble for it, but I just think it's cheaper to actually buy it. If you walk past this area and you check it and you have this 1% chance on here, you can obviously spin it, maybe you're lucky, then it's a 1 in 100%, but like, apart from that, I wouldn't risk it, because you're going to spend so many gems on buying these spinny wheel tickets, it's just not worth it. Now the next one is the huge pastel deer. Now this one has a 1 in 23,950 chance of coming out of this chest, but it obviously costs a crystal key. Let me unlock one. I'm not getting it obviously, because it's very unlikely, but it is more likely than this one, for example, but at the same time, the keys obviously cost more. Now, the golden version you can also get, but this is 1 in 119,740, and the rainbow version is 1 in 598,700, which is insanely rare. In this area, you also have the MVP chest. Now this one I'm not going to show because it's not free to play, you need the MVP subscription to actually open this. So let's continue to the next one, the huge colorful wisp from the classic obby. Now I have to say right now you cannot obtain this because the chests are bugged in this game and you can't open the chests, and you can get this one in the chest from this obby. But if this is fixed in future updates, the chances would be around 1 in a million of you actually getting this from the chest. Now sometimes these obbies have like a surge activated, for example a 3x surge. This means that you're 3 times more likely to receive it because you get 3 times more rewards. Now we have the minefield, which also offers a chance of the huge colorful wisp, which is still 1 in a million. This time you can actually do it right now even, and it has a surge activated, a 5x surge, which increases your odds obviously by 5 times the amount of loot you get. Now the next huge is in the daycare. Now the huge Meebo is also a 1 in a million chance. You can generally, by rule of thumb, if you don't hatch the pet, the huge, but you kind of obtain it another way through a chest or the daycare or something, it's usually 1 in a million. And so is this one. People don't actually know what the chances of the golden or the rainbow one are. Bruh. Because so little of these exist. Now the next pet is in Atlantis. Right here you can also get the huge colorful wisp, and it is also a chest. In here, if you do the obby, you can open a chest. Right now, obviously, like I said, you can't because you can't open chests. But if you do, you have a 1 in 1 million chance, just like the other chests. The next one is the fishing. Not the fishing world, actually just the fishing in area 27 and the advanced fishing in area 92. Obviously I would recommend to go to area 92 because the best odds if you have the best fishing rod and are in the advanced fishing site, you have a 1 in 400,000 chance of actually fishing the huge Poseidon dog. Alright, so the next huge you can obtain in the dig side, which is the huge sand turtle, and it is actually a 1 in 8k if you open the correct chest in here, but in the advanced dig side it's 1 in 4k, the chance of actually getting the huge sand turtle. Here we are at another obby where you can obviously also get a huge colorful wisp, and the chances are actually still 1 in a million from the chest. Right, so the next one is the chest rush, which is also not possible right now. But here you can get the huge fire horse, which is actually obtainable by breaking the chests in the last area, which we can't reach because we can't break the chests before that. But you have a 1 in 1 million chance of actually receiving it. But this is actually better than the Wisp, because for every item that you break, you have a 1 in 1 million chance of actually receiving it. You have a 1 in 5 million chance of receiving the gold one, and a 1 in 25 million chance of receiving the rainbow one. Now here we are at the advanced dig site. Like I already said, you have a 1 in 4k chance of actually getting the huge sand turtle. In my last video where I talked about huges, I actually said that you could get the huge fossil dragon, which was the case in the past, but they actually changed it to the huge sand turtle now for both dig sites.
Bruh.
Now the next one is the huge chroma lucky, which you can get in the lucky blocks. I actually just checked if you could still do it, and you can. The chances of you getting it from the black block is 1 in 396.1 thousand, and considering you can break like, I don't know, 5, 6, maybe 7 of these every 3 hours, the chances of you getting it is so low. I mean, you have a guaranteed chance in like about 40 years. Once in every 40 years you can get it. So, not recommendable. Like I said, that's why it's not in my other video. But there you go, there's the info, and the chances for the rainbow one are unknown from what I know. Like, I couldn't find anything. It's it's so rare, and there's like no stats on it in the internet. I don't know how rare it is. It must be like at least 5 times as rare. Alright guys, so now we are in area 92 in front of the advanced fishing. And like I already said, it is about 1 in 400,000 in the advanced fishing site. It is always difficult to say because obviously there's like 8 or 9 different rods that you can use, and obviously you can level up your fishing luck and everything, so it always depends where you are. With the best stats you have a 1 in 400,000 chance, but it's obviously worse if you don't have the best rod, if your fishing level is not maxed out and everything, so it's hard to say. You could say like it's 1 in 400,000 if you have the best things, up to 1 in 800,000 if you're not fully equipped. In the advanced fishing side still. And yeah, the stats for the normal fishing side are nowhere to be found apparently, because I was really researching but I couldn't find anything on there. Now the next huges are actually right here in the tech world, and I can already see one of these, and it's the huge abyssal axolotl. Now from my research I found out that this abyssal axolotl spawns around every 40-50 spins, which is a lot better than the cat, the propeller cat in the first world, but it is not a 1% chance, it's a 0.1% chance. Let me actually spin it, and we're probably not getting it obviously, but if you really want to spend your tickets, you can do this here. Obviously it would still probably be more wise to, you know, buy it instead of actually spinning for it. Now I did a lot of research on here, I really spent a long time, and it just says that it's like 1 in a million base, but because there's a chest mastery, the odds are obviously a lot higher. Now I don't know what the chances obviously are right now. Like I said, I couldn't find anything. Let's open one, we're not getting it obviously, so maybe someone can tell me in the comments. I've really spent a long time looking, but I just couldn't find anything. I don't think the official numbers have been actually leaked, so we don't really know it right here. Now here we have the huge glitched cat, which is obtained in the chest trade, which is always open at 12 PM and 10 PM CST, and the chances here, because it's not an egg pet, is also 1 in a million, like most non-egg pets that you can receive from either chests or like other activities, and this one is found in area 124 in the tech world. The huge arcade dragon is the next one, which can obviously be obtained in the claw machine arcade. Now here you can get several types of eggs. In the best egg, the 50 times multiplier egg, you have around a 1 in 20,000 chance of getting it, which sounds great, but actually getting one of these, this means like fishing out 20,000 of these, or buying these for like 1 mil each, would be way more expensive than buying this instantly. Now here we have the huge electric cat. This is at the treasure hideout in area, and here you can use a key to enter the treasure hideout and break several stages of chests. The more stages you break, the higher your chances of receiving the huge electric cat are. Now, here we don't actually have any stats, because first of all, the developers changed it several times, and second of all, because your chances improve as you go on, there's no like base stats, and I can't like find the starting stat, and I can't find like how much it improves. So this is another one where maybe you guys can help me. Now here we are in world number 3. Here we also have a spinning wheel and a breakable chest. Alright, so at the void spinning wheel you have a chance of getting the huge atomic axolotl. Now here it is also a 0.1% chance of actually receiving it as soon as it is on the board, but from what I could find out, there's actually a 1 in 10 chance of it actually spawning, which means if I open like, if I oh, what am I talking about opened, if I like spun this 10 times, there should be 1. Now the chances are obviously progressively getting better with the spinny wheels, but the tickets are also getting more expensive. Another one where I would recommend for you to buy it if you actually want one. Now here we have the huge void alien, and this one has the best chances now. It has a 1 in 1,900 chance of actually dropping out of the chest. Now the keys are obviously the most expensive. You can gamble for it if you have some coins. I still think buying it is the better call. But you do you, it definitely has the best chances, obviously also the most expensive coins, but if you already have some coins, how many do I have? I have plenty, I have 60. You could go for it. I'm probably not doing that, or if I am, I'm doing it for content. Now here we are in the prison area, or all of the prison areas, and right here you have the chance of getting the huge prison cats in one of these cells. Now the thing is, you need these keys, and from what I know, I think there's a bug that you actually can't get these keys anymore. Obviously you can buy them, and if you have them, I don't think I have any. No, I don't have any. You have a base chance of 1 in 6,070 of getting the huge prison cat. The gold one is about 30.5k, and the rainbow one is 152k. But right here on the basketball court, you can actually convert prison keys to a golden prison key if you have 10 of these. What it changes is actually the chances are 10 times higher, which is a 1 in 607 chance for the base one, 1 in 3003 chance for the gold one, and a 1 in 15.2 chance for the rainbow one, which doesn't make your chances better. It gives you just basically the same chances, but it makes you open less of these prison cells, which is obviously, you know, what you want. So I would recommend, if you actually go for it, to craft golden ones and then just try your luck with that. Or maybe just buy it. Alright, so the next one is a huge police cat, and you can actually get this one in 2 ways. Through the bank heist, or through opening the egg that is behind this door. In the heist, the garage vault gives you a 56.5 million chance of getting it. The bank vault gives you a 1 in 33.9 million chance of getting it. And the office vault gives you a 1 in 17 million chance of getting it. And right in here where you can hatch the egg, it says increased chances. I don't know what they increased it from, because the chances are actually 1 in 1 billion. Bruh. Which is absolutely insane. Like, I don't know who would grind this long. This is even lower than one that is coming up, which is the huge cupcake unicorn, which is one that I really want. I don't know why you would grind for this one. It's just so insanely rare. So the next huge is the huge pineapple monkey, which you can get in here on the Tiki Egg Hunt. So the base chance of you getting this one is actually 1 in 100 million. But on the island you have like eggs that give you a 5 times chance, a 10 times chance, up to a 100% chance, which is extremely low to find, which would bring it up to 1 in 1 million. Still insanely rare. You're not getting it, I'm telling you already. Buy it if you want it. But you can obviously do what you want with your time. And the other thing is, you can obviously only open this like every few hours, and then you get like a 1 hour time frame to actually open the eggs. Bruh. I don't know, it's insanely rare. Now at the final area, you obviously have a chance of hatching it without any multipliers, 1 in 100 million. But also if you do these little obbies and everything, you have like double chances or something, which is still 1 in 50 million. Insanely rare. I don't think it's worth mentioning, but here you go. Do with that information what you want. Alright, so here we are in the hacker world, or the hacker areas in the void world. And right here you can get the huge hacked skeleton from this chest, obviously requiring the hacker keys. The chances of getting this one is actually 1 in 3,900, which is worse than the void alien, and I'm actually not sure how expensive these keys are. The golden one has a 1 in 19,300 chance, and the rainbow one a 1 in 96,600 chance. Alright, so here we have the chest that actually leaves the virus griffin egg thingy, and you have to basically destroy all of these virus thing, I don't know what, and then the chest, and then you have like an egg right here, which I'm not going to do because it takes way too much time for just basically nothing. And as soon as you do that, you get a chance of getting the huge virus griffin, actually an egg, and This one has like boosted chances from 1 to 100 times. I'm not going to say every single one, but the base chance is 1 in 13.3 million, and the one for the 100 times boosted egg is 1 in 133k. And now here we are in a very familiar world, the Millionaires world. Here you can do the Millionaire raffle for the huge elegant eagle. It doesn't have specific odds, you get 5 every hour, and it depends on how many people attend. Obviously it looks like not many people are attending, but as soon as it gets closer to like 0, there's going to be like 25k people attending. The other huge is obviously the huge treasure turtle. Now this one has a 1 in 31,280 chance of you actually getting it. Obviously you can do this race only 10 times a day, so you get like 10 out of these 31,280 tries, which could still take a while, but the chances are decent. Yeah, I mostly do it for the other things you get in here, obviously. Now here we are in my favorite area, the Kawaii world, which is these 5 areas, and here you have the alleyway that I already talked about. Here you have a chance of actually finding the egg that drops the huge cupcake unicorn, and it should be here, right here. Yeah, exactly. And now the thing here is, it is 1 in 100 million, but there were like some leaks of it dropping down to 1 in 33.3 million. We don't really know, to be honest. Only 300 and something exists. I think it's about 326, I'm not sure.
Bruh.
So it's insanely rare. Generally don't go for it. I am going for it, and some people on my Discord, because I really want that huge. Look at it, it's so cute, and it's a unicorn. I'm a unicorn. Come on, look at this. Look at this. This is just perfect. Come on. I recently got another pet, the huge cupcake Pegasus. I got this from my fellow YouTuber Miner, and definitely check out his channel as well. It is a very big step closer. I think this one is obviously a bit more cute. Look at these eyes and everything, but this one is also very cute, and I'm really looking to get that one. Now the last one is the huge chef monkey, which you can get in the last egg, and it is also a 1 in 100 million chance. So basically the same as the huge cupcake unicorn, but the huge cupcake unicorn is only there for 1 hour, and then you have to relocate, so you couldn't like AFK the huge cupcake unicorn overnight. This one you could, technically. Now here we are in the elemental world. Here you can get the huge electric penguin by breaking this chest. If you do, you have around a 1 in 6 to 1 in 10 chance of, I'm not sure what it exactly is, but you have like, let's say 1 in 10 chance of actually getting a spawn out of this, a huge spawn, and then the huge spawns around here somewhere in all of those areas, and you can throw one of those, wait, let me show, yeah, these pet cubes, and you have a 2% chance of actually catching it, which is like one of the best chances of getting a huge in these void worlds. But right now, as like every good method, it's bugged. You can't do it right now.
Bruh.
And that's why it's also not in my other video. You just can't get it right now. Maybe you can as soon as this is fixed. And here you can also hatch it. I didn't hatch it, I caught it obviously, and it's also a 1 in 100 million chance. Right, so here we have the wood cutting, where you can get the wood gifts to get the huge Trojan horse, also not obtainable right now because you can't talk to woodcutter Preston, but the chances would be around 1 in 5.5k for getting it out of the woodcutting gift. Now in the last area you can also get this snake, but the chances are also 1 in 100 million as always. Now in the doodle world you can get the huge doodle axolotl for a 1 in 100 million chance as every egg that you hatch, but you can also get the huge doodle agony out of the doodle gift, and the chances for that are around 1 in 1390, which is really good obviously, but it's quite tough to receive this chest. Sorry, not chests, it's actually a gift. And if you want to buy it, it's around 2 to 3 million. Now the next huge is in area 281, which is in the final 4th world, and it is also a hatchable huge, so that means 1 in 100 million. Now the very last huges are in the final area, and they are right here. This one obviously still has a 1 in 100 million, but this one is the active huge, and from what I know, I think the active huge chances are technically lower. It's at 1 in 150 million, but that's only because you can use like huge hunter books and also some other like game passes, which are obviously pay to win, to boost those chances. Now the other ones are from these chests, which I already talked about, and these one actually just reset, and I didn't know that they would reset today because I saved a lot of points.
Bruh.
I was going for this one, which is 5k points. That was around 4k. Great, amazing. Thank you, Big Games. Thank you for nothing, for me grinding this for hours without getting anything. But the chances are insanely good. You have like a 3.5% chance of getting one here, and you also have like a 2.something% chance of getting one in here, and a 0.5% chance of getting one in here. Great chances, great huges usually, if they didn't just randomly reset the points without telling us. Obviously, I'm as you can see, I'm quite pissed about this. This is so annoying. Like, I grinded so much for this. You just found it. The part of the video where I tell you the secret word that you need to add into your comment to qualify for getting one of the huges. Today's word is 100%. It's not actually a word. Just write 100% in some way, like 100 and the percent symbol. 100%. Obviously, don't forget to subscribe and add your username to the comment. Now, the other huges that I've talked about a lot of times are the ones in the fishing world and the ones in the grow pet world, but these ones obviously don't have a chance because 5,000 people get them, and it always depends on how many people actually attend these challenges and how many people fish. These ones I can't actually give you anything, but what I can tell you is you should probably fish a fish that is around 300 to 400 kilograms to be on the safe side, to not get pushed off the leaderboard. And here you need around the same, maybe a 500 kilogram pet to be on the safe side. Obviously, if you hatch a 200 kilogram pet and no one attends no one else does this basically, you can still be on the leaderboard if less than 5,000 people actually attend this. But yeah, it always depends, and the ones in here, we're not going to talk about this because I am recording this on Halloween and tomorrow is the next admin abuse, so I suppose this event will be gone and this video will come out a few hours before the admin abuse. So if you're watching this and the admin abuse is still about to happen, collect your huge evil ravens if you haven't yet, and try to get rid of all of your candies, because if you boost your diamond chances, you can obviously get a lot of diamonds. Right, I actually didn't talk about the fantasy chest and the fantasy spinning wheel, but this is obviously something as well. I missed it out, I'm sorry. But here we go. In the spinning wheel, you can get the huge pixie bee, and it's also a 0.1% chance of you getting it, like this diamond potion. But here I don't actually know what the chances of it spawning are. Maybe we can do like 5 of these and see if we actually get one. Now we got an orange, actually 75. Okay, it's not here. Spin again. We got 2 damage potions. It's not here. We got critical 6. It's still not here. We got 75 pineapples. It's still not here. Let's do the last one. We got lucky X6 and it's still not here. I don't know what the chances are. I couldn't find it. I'm sorry. But the other huge you can get is the huge Glade Griffin. And sadly, this one is also kind of too new to actually have stats. Obviously, the fantasy world has been out for a few months, but because no one has been updating or anything, it kind of didn't get that much attention. But I am quite sure that it's lower than 1,900 because those were the chances for the void chest, for the void alien, and we can maybe open one. Let's do it. Obviously no. Oh, it didn't get consumed because I actually got my chest mastery up. Nice. But I mean, yeah, it's quite obvious it should be better than the void chest. Sadly, I don't know, I couldn't find it. I to be honest, I spent like 3 hours on this video and I still have to cut it. So I am really done right now. I tried researching. I'm sorry I couldn't give you every information, but I tried to do this video because some people requested it, and yeah, here we are. I hope this helped a bit, and if it did, leave a like and subscribe. But also subscribe because you kind of want to attend the giveaway, right? And I wish you good luck. Like I said, I don't know how many pets I'm giving away. The more comments and subscriptions and likes we get, the more pets I'm going to give away. So make sure that you definitely leave a like, subscribe, and attend the giveaway. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!